What up, y'all? How y'all feeling? I know y'all ready for another dish from your boy. So listen up. One of my favorite things to make when I was eating more red meat was pepper steak and rice. And since I'm trying to stay away from it, I decided to do the chicken version. So right there, you will see all my seasonings, had all my prep done, so I could just run through this video. Right there in that bowl is those seasonings. I put enough because I'm gonna use it in everything that I'm using tonight. Right there, that's that chicken. Got the seasoning, okay? All the chickens cut up nicely. We're gonna put a few dabs of soy sauce, very few because soy sauce is very high in sodium. But we want that flavor, okay? So we're gonna put a little bit in there. And then all I did was toss it by hand just so we could see, how the seasoning was incorporated. And, do this to your liking, to your taste. Some people may not like it that seasoned. Some people may like it more seasoned than me. So, that's why it's nice to put it in a bowl, put it on the side, because you can just incorporate those seasonings right in your meat without having to touch the seasoning bottles, with your hands after you've been touching raw meat. So right here, that's what it looked like when I first tossed in the seasonings. For me, for my liking, I had to toss just a little bit more. So we hit it with that tat tat right there. And then we gonna toss it again. After I tossed it, I put it into a skillet with olive oil and I was going to let it brown on both sides. Right there is my veggie broth, my seasoned veggie broth that I cooked my orzo in before I did the sauce for it. So right here, we just, like I said again, browning this chicken on both sides, not cooking it all the way. Once we get it brown and we got it to a nice color, we gonna pull it and I put the veggies in so they could sweat. Once those started sweating, I added the chicken back in and then I added my mixture, which is cornstarch, some soy sauce, some of those seasonings, and then stirred it with that chicken, let it simmer. Okay, let it simmer, and then she gonna get sick, like only she can. Okay, and after that was done, I did my sauce for my orzo. So that was a cheddar jack and broccoli sauce for the orzo. Okay, didn't do all those steps because I seen me do a roux and cheese sauce before, but this is the final plate. And right here again, that is a broccoli cheddar jack orzo with chicken and peppers, and I'm telling y'all, it is delicious. Check out this recipe and try it out. Peace.